Hey, what's up, dude? Um, so I'm reading about the presidential, vice president candidates, and one of them is this guy named Bobby Jindal from Louisiana. He's the governor of Louisiana, and I'm reading this on CNN.com, and they have this hilarious fucking setup of like one column on the top part of the page, and then another column right under it about okay, here are the pros listed in 5 lines on a column right here, and here are the cons listed in 5 lines in the column right here of whether this guy Bobby Jindal is good enough to be vice president of the United States of America. Like, you can know that in 5 lines. Like, but anyways, so I'm reading in the cons, and the con is basically, is Jindal too inexperienced? He is too young and inexperienced. He turns 37 in June, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt turned 38 when he was the vice presidential candidate in 1920, and the Democrats lost. That was their fucking explanation for their con of Jindal being too inexperienced. How fucking retarded is that? I'm sorry I'm using language like that, but seriously. First of all, if the guy's 37, uh, he's. I hate it when people say that. Oh, he's 37. He's too young and inexperienced. He's 37. He's lived for a fair amount of time. And look, if we really want to get into this, most people know, I would assume anyways, that the human brain is at its most powerful in your 20s. I mean, so if you wanted to base it, I mean, if you wanted to base it off of mental power, mental prowess, so to speak, I mean, almost every single major scientific discovery of the last 500 years has been discovered by men in their early 20s. You know, maybe he's too old at 37. In fact, why don't people talk about stuff like this more? I don't get it. Okay, so here's another vice presidential candidate. His name is Charlie Christ. He's the governor of Florida. I actually don't know if it's pronounced Christ or Chris, but I like saying Christ. I think it's funny. Christ, the governor of Florida. The con against Christ is that he's a single man without a child. Clearly, you can't be a good vice president if you're a single man with no children. So, I mean, it's just obvious. I mean, people just stating the obvious here. CNN, good job. All right, okay. Here's another vice presidential candidate for Republicans. His name is Tim Pawlenty, and he's the governor of Minnesota. And their con against him is fucking amazing. Their con against him is that people in Minnesota don't think he's a good governor. Well, they actually said he's a polarizing figure in Minnesota, and there's no guarantee he would pull in his state's votes. Um, if you can't even get your state, if your state thinks you're a bad governor, if you're that polarizing in your home state, you probably shouldn't be the vice presidential candidate. I don't know, just a thought. Okay, here's some Democratic candidates right now. Here's one. Okay, Ted Strickland. He's the governor of Ohio, and one of the cons against him is that if Obama picks him, he's clearly focusing too much on politics. He's a fucking politician! How can that be a con? You know they're going to focus on politics. I know in the sense you're talking about, you mean, like politics and, oh, he's just trying to win more votes. What do you expect him to try to do? Win less votes? Idiots. Alright, here's another one. Jim Webb. He's a senator from Virginia. One of the cons against him is, and I'm paraphrasing here, but it's basically he has thoughts of his own. Um, they say, oh, you might not be able to keep him on message, so he might not be a good presidential candidate. What's the point of having a vice president then, if their only job is to follow the president's. Okay, this is my favorite one of the Democrats, I think. It's Chuck Hagel. He's a senator from Nebraska. He's pretty well known as far as politics goes. The con against him is that he's a Republican. That's the con against him. He's a Republican. Okay, cool. Then why would Obama even consider him? You're crazy. You guys are fucking crazy. CNN.com. Jesus. All right, yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to point out how absolutely retarded uh, news sites are. If anyone out there is watching, I'm making this just for my friend, but if anyone out there is watching and you want some actual news, don't go to news websites, please. I know that sounds horrible to say, but it's just true. They present no real information most of the time. Dig up your own research stuff. Go on blogs even. I mean, a lot of times the information there isn't absolutely accurate, but at least they're trying to give real information sometimes. News websites are just, it's funny I'm saying this because I'm trying to get into news writing, but they're they're absolutely a joke. So please, just don't go to them. Don't. It's a waste of time. All right, I'm gonna go now. Bye.